What you see in this example is a background for the Rhino file. So I just loaded a background set at a low angle. What I did to do that was I went through my environments tab. Environments can be accessed through going through render and going through the environment editor. And in the environment editor, what you can do is you can go ahead and choose out what type of backgrounds would be in your environment for your model. Now, I just did sort of a custom background environment where I just went and chose a environment image by clicking on the three dots. I chose this lower image here, and I adjusted the file. What you'll see is it needs to be like a wide file that's sort of continuous. You can see the seam is not perfect here, but you actually can come and rotate that in your texture mapping. I made sure to select spherical as the environment map, and I also lightened the gamma so it's a little brighter. Essentially what that's going to do is allow me, when I'm looking at the model, I can be changing the angle, and I can right click, and this is right click to sort of see what I get from the model, and it's producing a good result for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave that in. I'm going to close that. And we'll just choose a different angle. So now we go up a little bit and click on render. You can see we have a little bit of extra stuff in the background, so maybe we'll adjust it if we are adjusting the view, so we can not have too much. And that would be really simple. We just go back to the environment editor. I was thinking it'd be good to just play around with the background so be proper for the angle that you use. So I adjusted that. So let's see what we have here. So that's a little bit higher in the sky, and so the idea is it's not supposed to be too much, and so that's one of the little challenges for working with environment maps. For this benefit of the sky, it actually works really well. Even over here, you can see a lot of the smaller elements you can't really see, so it's not really providing or causing a problem. So this is a very simple way of working with environment maps. There are some environment maps from Rhino that you can look in their render content folder. A lot of these are not really serious, but you can always just load them and then take a look around to see what type of image they provide. You might want to go and actually go and click on the image and increase the gamma so that it's not too dark. But also, if it's low res, you might not want it too bright. As you render this one, you will see, maybe sort of a textured background. If you want to change the background, you can always just right click over the current background, and you can just delete it, and you'll take it away from the model. You just double click on this button here, click basic environment, and just click to choose a background here. It will load in for you, and you have the option as well. Make sure that it's going to be the proper type. So this is sky. This spherical. Come in, make the gamma again, and so you don't have to always be changing this. You could always just I'm right clicking again to preview this. You can always right click and just sort of it'll be saved into the model. I think when you have that option to open it, and pretty much it'll just stay in here. It's called the basic environment, but you can also save it to file right here. I would say custom sky. and we can embed the bitmap. One great resource for textures such as the sky is the SketchUp Texture Club. I actually have a pro account. One reason is obviously it's harder to get some of the high res textures unless you have that. They have a lot of great ones in general. But essentially when you're trying to do something like a sky or even any of the materials really, you would need something that's pretty high res. And so I'm going to scroll down on this site and go to their backgrounds and landscape. And here they have a cloud background. I'm going to choose something like more of a bit of a more rural. So I click on nature, and it gives you like some options for where to go. So that's at countryside and hills. And one critical thing is, of course, to make sure that it's, if it's out in nature, just that it's just not having too many conflicting elements. So this is 1600 by 901. But you look into the file, you'll see, hey, look, if this was in the background, it would be fine for my model, and I think it does. So this also offers download for free users, but only at that scale. So this scale is obviously pretty good, 5300 by 3008. Okay, so I'm going to go into the model, and I'm going to here actually click on the 3 buttons, and I'm going to go ahead and extract this file. Don't worry, this will be included in the project. You go inside of here and you select that, and so you wait for it to load. All the settings are set up for that, but I'll go into them. It's a pretty big file, as it probably needs to be, so it's not going to be blurry when it renders out. And of course, it takes a little time to process it for sure. So it's seeming to me like a little bit low. So we're going to go in here and I'll offset it up. Just a little bit. And the size of this file makes sure it needs to take a little longer to do adjustments.